Apparently, you can go back to Undead Asylum in Dark Souls 1. However, it's not at all as I remember it being. We will be pinwheeling back into Undead Asylum and checking out the Catacombs. With the 2 difficult areas on the list, let's get straight into it. Let's start with something stupid I did for once. I fed this NPC 3 Titanite chunks in hopes of getting large Titanite shards for my halberd. However, I only got a few souls and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I was going to leave this out of the video, but decided against it as this was really stupid for me to do. I go up this elevator and rolled onto this stone and waited about 10 seconds for this crow to pick me up. We arrive where our journey started, Northern Undead Asylum, and this time it added some more enemies. I saw this tiny nest which reminded me of the crow in Dark Souls 2 that you can trade with, but I guess I wasn't getting anything at all from it and moved along. I rested at this bonfire thinking that if I died I would have to wait for the crow and re-reach the boss in this area, which is a duplicate boss. The Stray Demon is basically the Asylum Demon, but with some explosion after he does some moves. My damage was terrible and thought I was underleveled. I was only level 38, which might be underleveled for this fight. I was holding my ground pretty well, but sometimes my halberd strikes just miss entirely and I did eventually die. I tried going through the area itself and found this Black Knight. I don't like these enemies too much. Fighting a Black Knight is like fighting a Crucible Knight from Elden Ring. I know that it is the second time I mentioned something about Elden Ring. I feel like Elden Ring took certain things from all the Souls games. I died again to this Black Knight, but I did defeat him and fought the knight who helped us in the first video. He was heavy rolling, which didn't work out for him, and he did die and I got this ring. I tried the Stray Demon again, and I feel this is where duplicate bosses started. It's very bad in Elden Ring as there is a lot of the same bosses, just with certain things changed about it. In Dark Souls 1's case, it's this. However, I will give Dark Souls 1 some slack as it is a 2011 game, and I can't judge it too harshly for this. Back to the Stray Demon, I kind of ran into a state where he just kept spamming the 2 slam attacks. All I did was be near his left leg and hit him twice and backed off. I repeated this until he was defeated. He did drop a Titanite slab, which pull beans, and found and died to another Black Knight. Past the Black Knight was a doll I never thought was in this game of all games, and went back to Firelink Shrine. Undead Asylum was a pretty wild ride so far, but was there a location you found to be difficult? If so, leave a comment below and maybe consider subscribing while you're down there. It helps me make more videos like this for people like you. With Undead Asylum finished, let's check out the Catacombs. And the Catacombs was also a more wild ride. Right after entering the Catacombs, I realized that these skeletons respawn indefinitely. The only thing I could do is run past them, and also using a similar skeleton attack are we? Thankfully, I'm aware that you can just block them and you'll be all good. I pulled the first lever and got lost a little bit to the second one. At this point, I had no clue where to go. I kept going into the same spots over and over again. I found the Great Scythe too, but that doesn't help. I was so lost that I went backwards and was at the first part of the Catacombs. I did see some items here, but didn't want to fall to grab them because I would probably die. After walking in the same footsteps for literal minutes, I found a ledge to roll off of and went backwards here, just to see where it led. I walked past it twice and didn't bother to look left. Being lost in the Catacombs was something else, but I also saw this Titanite Demon and fell down this hole to see another Black Knight, which I was quick to run away from. At this bottom part, I'm surprised I didn't die, as there was a lot of skeleton wheels hitting me. I reached the next boss and drank 2 flasks before meeting Pinwheel. I wanted to see the damage and I did 20% of his health and defeated him in 5 hits. 5 hits? It kind of sucks as I love the look of this boss, and just to be defeated in a few hits, I did get one of his masks and warp out. For those who don't know, Pinwheel can drop 3 masks. The mask of the father, mother, and child. The father mask increases equip load, the mother mask increases health, and the child mask increases stamina recovery speed. When I left the catacombs as fast as I entered, I started to kindle my humanity into this bonfire. Thank you for the person who told me this in the comments of an earlier video. I now had 20 flasks, which starting from now, it will help a lot. Well, what a journey that was. And the part is that we aren't halfway through the game yet. However, we are close. As a thank you for the support recently, I'll tell you a little sneak peek of what's next to come. We will cover 2 very popular areas, Sen's Fortress and Orlando. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. It's a small action but makes a big difference so others may enjoy it too. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful and safe rest of your day.